Okay, so we've got a deep dive today on something that's got everyone talking.
Yeah.
Facebook's content monetization beta program.
Mm.
And we're digging into this because you sent us a video, actually,
Right.
that sort of outlines the application process.
Yeah.
And you're interested in potentially jumping in. Shit. Smart move. Because
Who doesn't love a little extra cash?
who doesn't live a little or a lot, you know,
Right.
extra from their content?
It's definitely an exciting prospect for creators, for sure.
Yeah.
We're talking, the in-stream ads, performance bonuses. It seems like they're really going all in on this.
Yeah, the works.
Yeah.
So, but before you polish up, your best cat video or whatever it is,
Right.
there's a layer of strategy here that I think is worth unpacking.
Absolutely.
Ooh, I love it when you say strategy.
Right.
So it's not just about filling out the form.
It's not just checking boxes.
It's about understanding what Facebook is really looking for in creators.
Yeah, precisely. Think of it like this beta program is like this exclusive club,
Okay.
right? And Facebook is using this interest form to kind of get a feel for who's knocking.
I see.
But they have a very particular kind of member in mind.
Okay, so walk me through this.
Yeah.
What kind of content are they looking for?
Sure.
What makes a creator stand out in Facebook's eyes?
Well, if you think about it, the video you sent mentioned that they want to see links to other social media accounts, right?
Yeah, and that's what I thought was so interesting. Why does it
Right.
matter if my TikTok is blowing up?
Right.
If this is about Facebook.
Exactly. And that's a really good point because you would think they'd only care about Facebook.
Right.
But it's about engagement.
Yeah.
They're looking for creators who have already proven they can build an audience that they can cultivate a loyal following.
Mm.
They want to see that spark, that connection that goes beyond just a couple of viral hits.
So if you're already killing it on other platforms, it shows you have the potential to do the same on Facebook.
That's exactly right.
They're not necessarily they are looking for people who have a big following,
Sure.
but they're looking for creators who understand how to build communities around their content.
Exactly. And you hit the nail on the head. Facebook is all about fostering this sense of community.
Yeah.
They're not just a platform for sharing content. They're a place where people connect and engage and build relationships.
That's so true, and that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So if someone's out there thinking, all right, time to monetize these cat videos,
Right.
what do they need to understand about the types of content that Facebook seems to prioritize?
It's less about the cat videos themselves and more about what they represent.
Okay.
Are they sparking conversation? Are they creating a sense of community? Are they adding value to people's lives?
So it's about tapping into those deeper values of connection and community that Facebook is built on.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And that's where understanding Facebook's overall strategy becomes crucial.
Okay, so how do we crack the code? How do we figure out what they're really looking for beyond just the basic eligibility criteria?
Well, Facebook actually lays out a lot of this information themselves.
Okay.
Remember that link in the video that you sent?
Right.
It leads to Facebook's official blog,
Yes.
where they actually kind of dive a little deeper into the program's goals and selection process.
Right, so step one is heading over to that blog post.
Exactly.
What kind of intel can we expect to find there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're off to do some Facebook sleuthing.
A little bit, yeah.
But before we click over to their blog,
Right.
can you give us a sneak peek?
Sure.
What are some of the key things that Facebook emphasizes in their selection criteria?
Well, they talk a lot about creating meaningful interactions and fostering a positive and supportive community.
Okay.
They want creators who are passionate about their niche and who are really dedicated to building something bigger than themselves.
So it's not just about racking up views. It's about cultivating a loyal and engaged audience around something that you really care about.
Exactly. Facebook wants to see that you're invested in creating a space where people feel connected and supported, not just entertained.
So how do you demonstrate that through your content?
Yeah.
What are some practical examples of what that might look like in action?
Well, think about creators who encourage dialogue in their comment section, who respond to their followers, who host live Q&As, or who even create spin-off Facebook groups to kind of foster those deeper discussions.
It's like taking those online interactions and turning them into something more meaningful, more like a real-life community.
Exactly. That's exactly what Facebook is looking for. They want creators who understand that community building is an art form, not just a numbers game.
This is all making a lot of sense.
Good.
So when you're digging through Facebook's blog,
Yeah.
what are some key phrases or keywords to look out for?
Okay.
What are the telltale signs that a creator might be a good fit for this program?
Keep an eye out for phrases like authentic engagement, meaningful connections, and building community. Pay attention to how they describe their ideal creator.
Because ultimately, it's about understanding what Facebook values,
Yeah.
right? Their
Right.
goals kind of become your roadmap.
Yeah, and one of their biggest goals right now is really fostering a sense of belonging
Mm.
in a world that can often feel very isolating.
So if you can demonstrate that your content is doing that, even on a small scale,
Yeah.
that's a huge check mark in your favor.
Huge, absolutely. And don't be afraid to highlight those aspects in your application.
You mean don't just tell them about your follower count, tell them about the community that you've built around your shared passion for, say, underwater basket weaving,
Exactly.
whatever it might be.
Let your enthusiasm for that community really shine through. Show them that you're not just in it for the likes,
Yeah.
but you're in it for the love of connecting with people who share your interests.
So we've covered understanding what Facebook is looking for in a creator,
Right.
but there's another piece to this puzzle, right?
Yes.
What about the content itself?
Yeah.
Right. We've talked about community and engagement and, you know,
all the warm fuzz.
all the warm fuzzies
Yeah.
that Facebook seems to love.
Yeah.
But what about the nuts and bolts of the content itself?
Right.
Are there certain formats or styles that are more likely to catch their eye?
That's where things get really interesting because, Facebook is constantly evolving.
Right.
What worked yesterday might not work today.
Yeah.
They're always on the lookout for creators who are kind of pushing boundaries, experimenting with new formats.
Okay, so don't be afraid to think outside the news feed, so to speak.
Exactly.
What are some examples of this kind of innovative content?
Well, think about like the rise of short-form video,
Okay.
right? We've got reels, we've got stories. These formats are designed for quick attention-grabbing content.
Yeah.
If you can kind of master that art of the short-form narrative, you're speaking Facebook's language.
So it's not just about posting a long, rambling status update anymore. You've got to grab people's attention in those first few seconds.
First couple of seconds, that's it.
Wow.
And don't forget about live video.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Facebook Live creates this sense of immediacy and connection.
Right.
You just can't replicate with pre-recorded content.
Yeah.
It's a chance to really interact with your audience in real time, answer their questions, build those relationships.
So while having a back catalog of great content is important, it's also about showing Facebook that you're on top of the latest trends and willing to experiment with new formats to keep your audience engaged.
100%. And here's the kicker. Facebook rewards creators
Okay.
who utilize their platform to its full potential.
Okay.
They want to see you diving into these features that they've invested in,
Right.
whether it's Reels or Live or even, those interactive polls and Q&A stickers.
So it's like showing them you're not just casually posting, you're embracing everything Facebook has to offer.
Exactly. Think of it as a win-win.
Okay.
You get to experiment with new creative tools.
Yeah.
Reach a wider audience. Facebook gets to showcase, the full capabilities of their platform.
This has been so eye-opening. It's like getting a peek behind the curtain at Facebook HQ and seeing how they think.
And that's the key to success in this world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Understanding the motivations and priorities
Totally.
of the platforms you're working with.
Absolutely. So for our listeners out there who are ready to take their Facebook game to the next level, remember, it's not just about filling out that form. It's about showcasing your understanding of what Facebook values.
Right.
Build your community, create engaging content, and utilize the platform to its full potential.
And who knows, maybe that cat video channel will be the next big thing on Facebook Live.
Hey, you never know. Never underestimate the power of a cute cat.
Never until next time. Keep creating, keep innovating, and keep diving deep.